I think we're live, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, everybody.
Welcome evening, folks.
To the farmer's
How we
table.
Doing? Indeed. Welcome, everybody. Welcome in. We've got a few in the chat already. Who have we got? We've got Long Hill. Hello, mate. Michelle. Farm Sim. Oz. Anyone even heard of this Scroft fella? Says Oz. Mark Thor. Hurry up already. Patience is a virtue, Mark.
So
evening, guys. How you doing? Dinky. Rowan. Evening, guys. Wolfie Farming.
Hey, Wolfie.
So, welcome. Thank you very much, everyone, for giving us your time on your Tuesday evening, and especially to our esteemed guests this evening. I say guests because up till about half an hour ago, it was initially just going to be the legend that is Scroft, but we have been wonderfully accompanied by Beanie as well, haven't we? In the chat, anyway. Beanie's not in the game; she's in the chat with us. So yeah, welcome in. Appreciate you all. We're just down here at the tractors here. Here's Scroft. So yeah, Scroft. Hello, mate. How you doing?
Hey, mate. I'm good, thank you.
Good.
Hello, everyone.
Thanks for joining us, Beanie and
thanks.
Scroft. Yeah, thank you very much for this, guys.
Oh,
really
goodness
appreciate
me.
it.
I've just realised.
No problem. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
I've just realised I forgot to unmute my. See, there we go. Skill issues already. I forgot to unmute the Discord.
It's only a
Let's
matter
do
of
that
time.
bit again. Scroft and Beanie we have in the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi.
Sorry about that. Hey up. Sorry about that. Yeah. You've got to mute the.
Laughing about. Bloody hell.
Faffing around.
Yeah.
Faffing around. You see, you've coined that word as well, haven't you? Faff.
Yeah, a little bit. I'll be honest.
My gran
maybe-
used to say it, and it's like.
Yeah,
you know
my
what I mean?
dad still says it to me all the time. Like I
Does
faff
he?
every time I see him. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. All the time, not just when you see your dad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Brilliant.
But no, thanks for having us, mate. Appreciate
No,
it.
it's
You're welcome.
an absolute pleasure to have you, mate. So yeah, sorry, I had acknowledged everyone in the chat there, but I muted my microphone still. So Long Hill, Farm Sim Oz evening, Harvesting King, Mark Thor, Michelle, hey up, love, how you doing? Good to see you.
Evening, Michelle.
Old
Hey,
GN
Michelle.
125,
Hi,
hey up, Shell, Rowan, Andy Fielding, Lee, no sound, mate. I've sorted that now. Hey up, Cher, how you doing, love? There we are. Bart Summers, Chris B, good evening, mate. Good to see you. Thank you all for joining us on your Tuesday evening. Yeah, sorry for the skill issues there at the very beginning. There's always one. There's so much to think about. You've got no idea how much to think about there is here. It's not just a case of let's go drive a tractor and make some mess. It's like there's chat here, there's buttons here, there's this, that, and the other.
And the street I'm driving around in this tractor.
I'm making excuses. What can I say? So.
No,
So, yeah,
you've
we
done
are-
well. Trust me, you've done well because it's not easy to live stream. I've always avoided it. So anyone that live streams, I take my hat off to you because, like you said, you have to manage so many things all at once. It's just it's easy, isn't it, to record a video and edit it because you're in your own little bubble. But as soon as you open that bubble out, you've got so many things to focus on. So you're doing a good job, mate.
Well, we're only what we're in. We're only a few minutes in, and I forget. Yeah,
There's still time.
Kim, on top of thanking you and Beanie for giving us your time this Tuesday evening, there is one other person I've got to thank for actually starting and actually making this happen, and that's our mutual friend Chimera. She was the one through Discord who actually, I think, got the ball rolling with this. So a massive shout out to you, Kim. You absolute legend.
Thanks,
If you do watch this back, I know it's over in Canada land. It's her lunchtime, so I didn't want to get in the way of her lunch. Otherwise, I'll be in for it. So yeah, she said she might be able to join us if not. But yeah, so thanks to Kim. Thank you, mate, for getting this ball rolling. But yeah, so here we are. I was just saying to Scroft and Beanie and Welsh here that we've started here. We've gone on Calmsden Farm because Calmsden, when you're trying to think of a relevant and prominent map to do a live stream like this with Scroft, what map do you choose? And it has to be Calmsden every time. And I was just saying that for me, whenever the word Calmsden is mentioned, I immediately think of Scroft, I think of George, and I think of the little red Clio and the mobile home that you started off out at the very beginning of the Farmhand series, which is incredible on its own, because I think that is possibly the longest running series within the farming simulator community of any content creator that I'm aware of. I think we're because I have done a little bit of research. 321 episodes so far.
That's impressive.
And
Yeah, well, it's crazy.
yeah, it is crazy. And I did have a quick look at the analytics on what the playlist information gives you. And your channel alone, and I've got to congratulate you on this as well. 48,000 subscribers, almost. Am I getting run into here?
Yes. Standard.
You see what I mean? There's so much to think about, as well as not being run over by a massive blue tractor. Thanks, Rita. Your channel has had over 14.2 million views.
Wow.
Did you even know that? Did you know that?
I did not. No, I didn't know that, Paul. I'll be honest.
There you go.
That's incredible.
Thinking,
yeah.
Even an
It's
X.
literally incredible,
How you
isn't
doing,
it?
guys? All right.
And
Sorry to interrupt.
yeah. No, not at all, mate. Not at all. This is the challenges and joys of live streaming, isn't it? But yeah. Your channel as a whole has had north of 14.2 million views. So that in of itself requires congratulations.
And can I just say that about 4 million of them are Long Hill? So shout out to Long Hill.
Yeah.
He's in the chat. Is Long Hill? Yes, he is.
Massive respect to Long Hill, honestly.
About 4 million of those are him, I think. What does he do? Just sit there?
He knows more about the farmhand than me, honestly. It's crazy.
Is he like your in-house advisor for the
fan.
farmhand?
But
He's a big fan, though.
That's one of the most wonderful things about the farmhand, though, isn't it? Because you've created. I mean, forgive me if I'm wrong with it, but I've always considered it's farming simulators like soap opera, isn't it? Really?
I mean, it's off. I have always taken inspiration from Dagwin from the days before I did content creation, and I loved that world he got lost in. So I don't want to, I get what you're saying. It is the same type. It's a role play. It's a story, and it's more like that British, style of kind of like it's like the Archers mixed with Only Fools and Horses kind of.
yeah.
So it's not so much. If I went too far on the Coronation Street side, I'd probably feel a bit like, oh, there's too much drama and up and downs. But
yeah. But
I know what you're saying.
In the characters have taken on lives of their own because
right?
I mean, to the point where in your Discord, George is the name of the MEE6 B6 thing, and. There's so much more reference. They're not just a character in a video that just exists when that video is being played. They're characters that now exist outside of the videos, and
they do, yeah.
And
that's spot on.
That's an incredible gift that you've been able to create that, because I've recently personally started my own little foray into a role play series, and it is so difficult to, when you start doing it, is how to. And it's a gift that you must have in respect of script writing and creating the characters in themselves, and having and having characters that people, love, I suppose, without want of a overly dramatic word. Do you know what I mean? You've created these characters, and Beanie's a huge part of that series as well. But George and all the others, it's just mega how you've done that. So just brilliant. That's all.
Michelle's just said in my chat here, Scroft has created the farmhand family, and it's great to be a part of it. It's something that even we watch it in this action. It's like,
thank you, Michelle.
Yeah. That is a good way of putting it. In that you've created a family within the series.
From the comments that I've obviously interacted with for a long time, I get the sense that it means a lot to some people, especially because they can relate to some of the storylines that I try and put into it. Because I don't want them to be too far-fetched. I want people to maybe believe them or seen them or experienced that kind of same thing. So I think that's where it's happened from, like the loss of Keith. Spoiler there, if you haven't watched it, Keith dies, by the way. So
I was going to try and stay away from spoiler. Well, it's fine. You're the creator. You say exactly what you want, but I didn't want to say anything in case other people hadn't seen it, and then I get roasting in the comments going, "Oh, you should have said that." So there you go.
When he obviously, his character passed in the story, I wanted it to feel like almost like believable with the reactions and how it was and what you go through after it, but also the friendships that you have before that, and that loyalty that comes into a story. And it is, I think that's what's created the characters for me in my own head, because you've got to understand they all come from my mind, really, and I'm taught to myself in these different voices, and then I'm switching on the fly between them, so they kind of exist more in my mind than anywhere, and that's why I can put them into these videos. So it's really important for me when I do the farmhand that I get that kind of believable stuff.
I find it funny because they'll come out in everyday life and not just during videos, and it's weird because I forget that they're just graft. If you get me, it's one person doing all these different people, and then he'll say something, and I'll be like, "You're right there, George."
Well, that's a skill that I hope you're aware that you've got. That's a skill that not a lot of people can do. You've created the story, the characters that then exist outside of the series, and the fact that they exist in your everyday lives. You know, like you say, you go, "Oh, hey, up, George," you know, because you're referring or you're relating back to a character trait that George might have, and that's it gives them a life outside of the videos, doesn't it? And that's what's brilliant. It really is a skill that.
Thank you, mate. I mean, it's hard, you know, I think a lot of people find it hard to just give themselves praise and stuff, but I think through the interactions I've had with people, it's made me realise that I found a way to use my weirdness in a way that is everybody, because I can speak to myself in all these voices and I can tell a story. So at least I found some way to be normal from it.
Mate, we're all in the same boat in a way. You do it in a much more elaborate way, but we all sit here and talk to ourselves as our computers, don't we? Whether we're doing it in our own voices or whether we've got the skills to do it in different accents or not.
We're all an element of weird, aren't we?
Yeah, we're all within that umbrella, but how big that umbrella is entirely, you know, that's a different matter. But
NX Modern has said that even the British Armed Forces watch your videos, Scroft.
Wow. Well, to be honest, there was a guy at Lammer. Was it last? No, it was a year before, wasn't it?
The first year.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was on the stand.
He was on the stand on Forces, and he stopped me, and I honestly, it meant the world that he stopped and spoke to me and said that his videos, you know, my videos, sorry, that helped him, like through these times of maybe feeling a bit low and stuff. And I was like, wow, you know, it's eye opening, isn't it? I think Lammer's really good for that because we can interact with people and see that sometimes, you know. I
mean, I personally am very much looking forward to meeting Michelle and exchanging knitting. We're going to leave Scroft to the tractors and,
Brilliant.
There's a bit of something for everyone.
Yeah, Freon and Mrs. Welsh are coming this year as well, so that should be good.
Brilliant.
Oh, nice.
Brilliant.
Well, I'm not actually too sure whether I'm going to be able to make it now, but I might be able to. It's not set in stone yet, but there's a few things have just.
You've had my suggestions of what to do with the pets of yours.
No, I know, but anyway, I know. Anyway. We'll see. It's a big thing. I can't leave the dog in the house on his own because he's massive, and like I said, you'll need a telehandler to pick up what he drops on the floor if he's not let outside.
What is
he is a German Shepherd crossed with a Newfoundland.
Oh wow.
He's about 50 kilograms, and he drops about 20 kilograms every time he goes for a number 2. without being crude on live on the internet. Oh, there she is. Kim's in the chat now. There she is.
Kim. Hey, Kim.
Hey up, Kim. How are you, mate? I hope I did thank you while my microphone wasn't muted before, but I did give you a shout out before, mate, for making this happen. So thank you, mate. Very much appreciated. But yeah, so anyway, right, we're stood around here doing absolutely diddly squat. We have got we've got the faffing. You see, that should have been it, shouldn't it? We should have just planned that just to faff for an hour or so.
Freon's pretty good at faffing.
I think we've all got an element of skill at faffing. Let's be honest. But yeah, so there was relevance to why I built this farm on this particular plot of land, because this plot of land was your first field that you bought back in the very early days of the farmhand. But I kind of thought, let's just build a nice simple farm to operate from, and then 4.5 to 5 hours later, I realised I'd spent way too long and far too much time and all that kind of stuff just putting this ridiculous place together. So yeah, we've got a field of linseed to harvest. And at the same time, to try and concentrate on that and concentrate on the questions in the chat, the questions that I've got lined up here in a notepad file that's on one of my screens. And
one of your 50 screens?
Seems up. Yes. You can never have enough screens. That's absolutely, there's no question about that.
Screen envy.
Yes, you have to have screens. Right, okay, well, there we go. Rion's in a trailer, and I think Scroft's in a trailer. In your personalised...
Sorry, mate, sorry.
No, not
at all. Asked me a question.
Oh, did she?
It's like, what's that thing to your left? I'm like, that's a forage harvester.
I just thought it was like a weird mechanical hoover.
Mechanical hoover. Go on, after you, sir.
Okay.
Make your way up the hill. You're turning left out of the farm, Rion, and we're going to field 17, which is a field of linseed there.
Beanie, Michelle says the knitting stuff is all ready.
I'm so excited.
How's Michelle getting on with the computer build? That's what I want to know, because I know she's been Mr. Thor has been very helpful in giving Michelle some PC building help. She's been putting have you been doing 1 or 2 PCs, Michelle? But she's dipping her foot into the world of PC gaming now, and she's building it herself, which is pretty cool.
Hofbergman, I think that's what she's, from what she was saying, she wants to play Hofbergman, so that's going to be a game changer going from console to Hofbergman of all the maps. Wow. My God.
I haven't actually had a proper look into Hofbergman yet.
It's been made by someone that is obviously very talented at pretty much everything, whether it be modelling, scripting, you know. It's an unbelievable map. It's just got so much stuff to it, and it's good for playing with a friend or like multiplayer, because, you know, me and Beanie love it because we're so hands-on. It's like small time farming, you know, like walking around with a wheelbarrow and things like that. It's really good, honestly.
I noticed that in your thumbnail of the latest one, and you got Beanie sat in the wheelbarrow. How did you do that? Is it a vehicle?
It acts like a vehicle. You can just hop in.
It's Farmer Andy, isn't it, with the animations? Never mind, like.
That's right.
And everything. So it's crazy, that guy is. If he worked for Giants, I think it would be a benefit for everybody. Put it that way.
That's It is it's a much more heavily detailed map than most in it, Hofbergman, because there's a lot more like fine detail in it in respect of things you can do and the way things operate. Is that right?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I mean, it's one of them maps though that you probably want to avoid loads of mods, because it comes with like a core group of mods that are recommended. Because there's so many things going on that you've got, you know, a chance that if you put a script mod in, it's going to break something. So that's the only thing about it. You can't usually have your favourite kind of standard set of mods that you would normally play with, but it's still an amazing map. And if you ever want to experience something new that's just going to keep you occupied for a bit, let's say you want to maybe you're getting a bit, you know, repetitive in the game because it happens to everybody, it is definitely a map I recommend, because you can just ignite that love for the game again.
Kim's just suggested something in the chat there: wheelbarrow races.
That's a brilliant idea.
That's pretty good, actually. Yeah, you can, if it does act like a vehicle, you could maybe amend the speed of them a bit, perhaps a top speed. I don't know. I'm just thinking on the fly here, but
you should be able to. I mean, you should see Beanie on the bicycle. My God,
I love that thing. It's brilliant.
Dangerous.
There's literally nothing to do with farming now. We're running around on bikes and in wheelbarrows.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Pretty much,
yeah.
It's fun a bit though.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's all about having the fun and getting involved with it. So, a little bit of I have spent the last couple of days, because I will be honest, I've been quietly nervous about this, because it's a big thing, this, having you on the stream. So I've done tried to do as much or as much research as I could into how you started, or when you started, and what you were doing when you started doing this YouTube thing, because you've been going for about 5 years now. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Does that sound about right?
Yeah, I got furloughed. I got furloughed like a lot of people in the UK around the time of COVID. And took a leap and started my channel, and got about 10 views a video if I was lucky for a long time. So, well, same as everyone.
And here you are now, several years later, almost 50,000 subscribers. You've got a Discord. I'm relative Discord envy here when it comes, because you have a community of over 7,600 people in your Discord channel, so that's mega. Discord's like a full-time job on its own almost, isn't it? Don't you think? It's crazy.
It can really consume the time you should be probably putting into like making content for people. But I mean, if you've got a good team behind you, which I know you have as well, the same as me, then it's really good, because you gain trust, don't you? Then
you do. I am grateful, and again, Chimera, my Discord was made for me by Ron, by my friend Ron Dux, and I've got Charlie, and I've got Rowan, and I've got Kim, and I know you've got a team as well in the background. But yeah, it's a wonderful thing, Discord. It is. So there are links to. There's a link to Scroft's channel in the chat that keeps on appearing. There'll be links in the chat. But if you join his channel, you'll see his Discord. I can't imagine anyone who's watching this isn't a subscriber to yours, so it's probably a waste of time me doing that. But either way, if you're not, go and jump on the Discords, because it's always great to have more people in there and having a laugh. But yeah, so you started your channel about 5 years ago, like you say, when you were furloughed. and I noticed that you'd started out. It didn't appear that you'd started out with the idea of going solely with Farming Simulator, because you were called Scroft Gaming, and then you'd made a logo which was quite clever, because it was like a cartoon animated version of you, wasn't it, wearing a pair of headphones?
Yeah, that's it, exactly.
And you released a short video with a logo change that then very soon after you started your channel, after the first 3 videos that you released on Flight Simulator 2020, when you were flying around the Shard in a Cessna. Because I watched that. I watched that yesterday, and I was like, this is actually really cool. And you don't sound a day older then than you do now, which I'm jealous about. But yeah, so you started out with Flight Simulator. You did 2 or 3 videos on that, and then you changed your logo, and then you seem to go straight into Farming Simulator 19 on Sandy Bay. Did you start out with the idea of doing a gaming channel, like a general gaming channel, or did you suddenly find Farming Simulator and fall in love with it and go, this is what I want to do, I'm going to stick with Farm Sim?
Well, I started off with Farm Sim. Like, I think my first video was Sandy Bay. That was my first ever video. It was a Sandy Bay episode. And obviously, you know, the simulation side to it was just my first aim. So, yeah, I'd say like maybe Flight Sim, trying more simulation games out. But then I just, like you said, got the complete bug. I played Farm Sim before it on FS17. That was the first Farm Sim that I got onto the game, but it was on console. So yeah, it was. I think I'd say my original plan was to try simulation game and make content, but then Farm Sim was just the one I was having the most fun on. And Flight Sim, as good as it is, I felt like at that point. I think I did that. I can't remember when I did them videos now, but it was a while. I think I'd definitely done the Farm Simulator videos first, and then moved to some Flight Sim after. So,
got you. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well, YouTube sent me in the wrong. YouTube sent me in the wrong direction then, because I organised. It's quite, because that's all I can do. I organised the view of your videos on your channel to oldest first.
Yeah.
And it gave me the Flight Simulator videos were the first ones that came up, so I just assumed that that's what you started out at, and then maybe found Farm Sim and fell in love with it and went from there. But either way, that's, you know, it's cool, because basically very soon after you started your channel, you changed your logo to what looks to be exactly the same logo that you still have today.
That's right.
And it's obviously, you know, that's focused on, and it literally says Farming Simulator videos for fun. And then here you are today, one of the most respected YouTubers in the Farm Sim community, and with a massive following, and one of the greatest series that I think the genre and the community has ever seen, because it's so far. Watch that tree, Rion. It's so far not removed. That's the wrong word, but it just and that tree, mate. Watch that one. It just shows you what you can do with the game, and that's one thing that I really do truly appreciate about it, in that it's not just about tractors and grain and harvesters and soil. You've made a wonderful series there. It's something that, and yeah, I mean, you know it, because, and I remember seeing
that. Thank you.
You did a video a while ago now, a real life video where you were, I think it was a studio, like a tour of your studio room where you do all your work.
Yeah.
And we're both fortunate enough to know Dust Bunny. You know Dusty,
yes.
Don't you? Yeah. And you had a wall, a pin board, or a section on your wall where you had printed out loads of really awesome comments that people had given you. And I do remember seeing Dust Bunny's name on the wall there, and I just thought that was an amazing thing. So I know that, and that's what the Farmhand has produced for you, isn't it? You've got fans and people who truly, properly follow the Farmhand, and, you know, treat it like real life in a way.
Yeah, I mean, Dust Bunny's always been quite special to the series. Beanie actually made me that board. It's like a motivational board, and you probably, as all content creators know, sometimes it can get really long nights. You know, you don't really spend much time with your family, you're staying up late, and you're working hard in your normal job, and then doing the content creation at night, because you don't want to let people down, because you're just, you know, invested in the series to make people happy, as as they are to want to keep watching the videos. So you made a motivational board for me, didn't you? And you printed off all the best comments. And Dust Bunny, I know she won't mind me sharing this because she's made it open on my channel through comments, but when she first found the farmhand, she actually just lost her husband, and his name was George. So she instantly got got this kind of connection with the series, and because obviously George lost Susanna in the story, and it was like the opposite way around. It was quite emotional, and you love Dust Bunny, don't you, Beanie?
I do. I've had a good cry over some of those comments, I'll be honest. You know, it's not a comment, it's like a mini novel. It's brilliant, you know.
She does that. She's wonderful at that, isn't she?
She's brilliant.
It was myself and Mrs. Sim Gaming when we first started doing our multiplayer series way back in Farm Sim 22. I think that's when we first properly started to get to know Dust Bunny, and it was wonderful because you'd get these lovely comments from everybody saying, you know, great video, keep it up, all that kind of stuff, and then Dusty had come along, and there was paragraphs of wonderful things, and it was like, wow, you know what I mean? And it would start off the date. She'd start off the comment with the date.
Always.
Yeah, I love that.
Always. And she'd say Mr. Scroft, Mrs. Beanie.
Oh,
like every.
Yeah. And we've now become very. It's just brilliant. We've become very good friends as well, myself and Dust Bunny, as a result of Farming Simulator, and it's especially as content creators, we maybe see it in a different light from other people, because for us it's now, and I'm sure you can relate to this now, it's more than just a game, isn't it?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
It's way more than just a game. It's just wonderful.
I think the community as a whole are so invested in it's like Giant Software. You'd expect them to be invested in the game because it's their business. You know, they are a brand and a business at the end of the day, but the players and the community around the game are just as invested into it because they want it to succeed so well. Hence why you get a lot of opinions and hurt, safety. People want the game to be the best it can be, and then you get disappointed because Giants aren't taken to the levels we all want it to. And the reason for that is because we know we're going to be putting thousands of hours into it, and it's not one of them games you're just going to shelve after 30 hours on the campaign, let's say.
It takes 30 hours to harvest a certain field sometimes.
It's not the type of game you just pick up, play half an hour up and put down either. If you're a player, you can't just jump on it like you can shooting ups, play 10 minutes, turn it off. You know, if you're going to do it, you might as well sit down. You're generally there for at least an hour, a couple of hours, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly.
And the rest, I mean, I only just noticed earlier on when I was getting ready to sort all this out, and I suppose I'll get that gif off Kim saying those are rookie numbers, but I think I'm at 1,800 hours into Farming Sim 25 at the minute. Wow. And I was like, is that all? It feels like I've been, it feels, if you, however many hours are in a year, that's how many hours I should have in Farming Simulator.
I've not looked at mine.
I don't think I ever. I very rarely step away from it. It's crazy.
I'm the same, as you can imagine. But I think I will be less because I'm still split between 22. I spend a lot of time still playing FS25 because of the farmhand, and it takes a lot longer to record as well as just a standard video, unless I'm doing a big harvest like you say, or a job that's I'm putting in a time lapse. But I'm still on 22. It's nice to see the difference, but I'm looking forward to going to 25 fully because it'll be exciting. Yeah, exactly. That map's going to be incredible.
It looks amazing. It does. I mean, utterly. There's you're lost for words sometimes, because I do, obviously, like yourself, I know you're mates with Oxy, aren't you? So it's probably different from your perspective, but from someone like me who just sees the posts on his face on the Facebook groups and stuff, and he posts now and again, he'll post some updated images of what he's been working on, and it's like you just kind of just have to sit there for a minute and just take them all in and go, oh my word, you know what I mean? It's just,
I've got to give a shout out to Oxy because he's been working so much in the background, and it's a shame people can't just see it, like be a fly on the wall basically as he's doing all this, because you'd see how much time and effort the guy's putting into it, and because you obviously don't see it until like it's a finished product or maybe even testing or something, and a content creator's maybe making some content on it a little bit early, then you don't really see how long this is taking. And this is going to be his biggest map that he's done, the most detailed with the most custom models, and yeah, it's taken a lot from him. So I know a lot of people are going to love it. He sends me a picture, like a screenshot of his work, probably every other day through Discord, and it's got to the point now where I'm like, yeah, he's teasing like mad, put it that way, and we need this map.
Brilliant. That is cool. Yeah, it's it looks an incredible thing. I know a lot of people are looking forward to it, and I'm desperately looking forward to it as well, because I do love. And this was going to be one of my questions to you, but I think I know the answer to it. But when it got like, if you had to pick a favourite, would it be a UK or a US map? But I think for you, it's got. Am I right in saying it's a UK map if you had to pick a favourite style for Farming Simulator?
Yeah, always a UK map, and got nothing against the US maps. It's just we all have our own style. You know, it's my cup of tea basically. It's just man, you know, it's what I relate to when I'm playing the game. And that little kid that you sit on a tractor when my mum and dad lived in a bungalow, I remember it, and it was like this little old school tractor that was like, didn't run, it was just there for scrap, but I used to get to it through this woods and sit on it, because it was like a bungalow that my mum and dad lived on that was on a farm basically. So I always wanted to be on a farm, but I didn't get the chance until I was older because I was more in the city. So it's the UK farming, like landscape, fields, even the dry stone walls you see, that's what I want to experience when I'm playing the game. And I know we can try European maps, and there's some amazing modders out there like EDO, MA7 comes to mind straight away, and they do their maps the same, but you'll have people from France, people from Italy having the same kind of nostalgic feeling for that map. So it's just about the environment you were like brought up around with farming. So,
totally get that. Shout out to everyone in the chat. I'm certainly not ignoring you all. I'm grateful for everything that you post in there. There is an element of skill involved in having a conversation with people in your ears and reading the things. They see, look, Kim, these are rookie numbers. I told you I'd get that. Long L says FS22 is still the best game. Here's Jayhawk. Hey up, mate. I haven't seen you for a while. How you doing? Good to see you. I do have to give a massive shout out. Say again, mate.
Where are we emptying?
Where are you emptying? You know the shed where the 2 combines were parked on the farm?
Yeah.
Tip it loose in there, buddy.
Okay.
If you can, if you don't mind.
What, without a silo?
Without a silo, yeah. We're going proper farming here at the minute.
School.
We're just tipping it. So if you can, because I think, are you going to be the first one tipping a load into the shed?
Yeah.
Try and tip it as far into one of the corners as you can, if you don't mind. And then if we do, I suppose it's not an if, it's not a case of if, it's a case of when we run out of space and talent to tip in there, we can throw it. We do also own the silo that's part of the starter farm down the road a bit, so that's all good. Mark A. Thornthwaite, good evening, mate. How you doing?
Evening,
good to see
Mark.
you.
How are we doing,
hey
mate?
Up, buddy. How's life treating you, mate? You have a good Christmas and New Year. Hey up, Eamon. How you doing? Yeah, I'm all right. Thanks, Jayhawk.
Craig
all right,
Mawson.
mate.
Hello, mate. How you doing? It says hi, Farmer Sim, and hi, Scroft and Beanie. Hello,
Excellent.
Hey, mate.
Good evening, mate. Hello.
And X asked me how I'm liking the wheel. It's very nice, mate. Just talking to multitasking earlier, trying to steer, something I'm not quite used to, and talk and watch everything else. It's glad I'm in the combine going in a straight line. Let's put it that way.
You're doing well, mate, anyway, because like I've said, I stay away from live streams for the reason of I don't even think I could handle that much information in one go. Trying to read the comments and everything else, it is a skill. It is a skill.
It's hard work, but you were going to do one. You were going to do one, and I've never forgotten that. You and Beanie were going to do it, and it got to about half an hour before it was due to go live, and everything kind of just fell out the floor, didn't it? And something didn't work, and it was like, and then never again.
Yeah, we decided after that we'd just make videos, didn't we, and start editing. It was like technical faults to the limit, and then
mate,
have you seen the BS with the lag and the glitching we get in that, trying to do that on a live stream? It wasn't happy with us at all.
Yeah, we can completely relate to that, I'm sure, because it happens. There is nothing more, for me anyway, there is nothing more anxiety inducing than going live on the internet to a community of wonderful people to be told, because it was Dust Bunny as well, actually. It was the episode we did last month with Scoots from Meadow Mods. I was just happily bantering away, talking to everyone, and Dust Bunny pops in the chat and goes, "We can't hear you." And I was like, "What? Oh,
yeah."
I was trying not to swear, but as soon as you hear that, it's immediately just, "Oh, what's gone wrong?" And it was because of the audio channels in OBS. Because maybe you do this, I don't know, but when you record in your voices for the farmhand, do you have your microphone on a separate audio channel to your game audio channel?
Yes, I separate. Yeah, I separate. Yeah.
Well, I've started to do that as well. Did I remember that I'd done that and realise that it would actually be completely different for OBS? Because OBS, when you're doing live streams, only uses channel 1. So remember that if you ever do decide to do a live stream, OBS only uses channel 1 of the 6 available anyway to broadcast all the audio. So you have to have your game, Discord audio, and your microphone all through channel 1. My microphone was through channel 2. Did I know that? No. And I was like, why can't everybody hear me? And this is live on the internet, so like properly like panicking. And I figured it out because I just ended up hitting a load of buttons and getting it working. But it was like 15 minutes into a live stream.
See, that is, it's just a trigger for anxiety.
So I'm just going to stop this for a sec, Scroft, and then Freon's going to jump in this. And I'll jump in his tractor. We can't tip into that shed for some reason.
You can't?
Okay. No.
Oh. Why is that?
I'm not sure. Jump out your tractor, mate. You go and jump out
your
tractor.
Hang on a minute. Hang on.
Yeah, you just need to jump out your tractor.
No, hang on. I've just turned both of you to farm managers. Maybe that might
maybe
help.
That's what it is. Yeah, maybe.
Anyone in the comments?
That's what it is. Try that. Just try it now. You should. If you can't, then just.
Hey, Oz, Farm Sim Oz. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna. I've just seen him in the chat. So hey, mate. Sure. As well. How's it going, bud?
Nice. Yeah, I put, like I said before, I put a post out on my Discord asking everybody if there was any. Yeah, Mark's in there. Look at these. I get it all the time off Kim. We can't hear you because of your skill issues. Thanks, Kim.
She does give you a hard time, but I think you do deserve some of it.
Well, I try not to put any fuel on the fire, and then I go and start off another bloody live stream with half the stuff muted, so I can't help me. I don't help myself, do I?
No.
For goodness sake. But
Jaggis,
when I
Jaggis is given gifted 10 memberships, so I thought I'd just let you know that, mate.
Yes, I did notice that before, and again we were mid conversation, and I didn't. So, but yeah, Jaggis. No, not at all. This is the joys of a multi-person conversation. Thank you, Jaggis. That's extremely grateful. I'm extremely grateful. Thank you. It's very kind of you. Just
shout out to you, mate. Well done.
Yeah, indeed. Appreciate the support. But yeah, I did have when I asked everybody to give us a question. Oz quite simply put, "Can you ask him to stop faffing, please?" And I've written that down in my list of questions.
I will try my best, but it's going to be very difficult because it's just.
I don't think you can now, though, can you?
No.
I think it's become such a term that's synonymous with you and your channel that I think if you did stop faffing, everyone will be a bit worried that something's. So yeah.
For Christmas, I got Scroft a Scroft size mug, and it's got the farmhand logo on one side. And then on the other side, it's got the big "Stop Faffing" one, just as a daily reminder for him.
I think you need to clarify as well what a Scroft size mug is, because
is it a Sports Direct mug?
Yeah, it's working on it.
Basically, in a nutshell, yes, because it's one of my pet peeves when you get a cup of tea and they come in the tiny. And to me, that's like having an espresso. Like, it's pointless.
Yeah. Yes. No, I'm with you there. Well, you've met me before. We have had the joy of meeting each other in last year at Lama, and the year before.
Yeah, that's
I'm huge, and I've got hands like telehandler buckets. So having a
tab out for a sec. 1 sec.
Yeah, no worries. Having a normal size mug in a hand of my size is just ridiculous. So yeah, I have to have a vast mug as well.
I'm glad, mate. What's your favourite brand of tea? This is a question.
Favourite brand of tea? I do normally drink. I'm more of a coffee drinker, but if I have to have, I do have a box of Yorkshire tea in the cupboard.
It is the way to go. I mean, all tea's nice, but Yorkshire's just
Yeah, have you ever had Earl Grey? There's something completely wrong about Earl Grey.
Yeah, I've tried Earl Grey. It's not.
It's the faff of teas.
Yeah,
it's weak.
It's overpriced for what it is. Let's be honest.
Yeah. There's English breakfast. I don't know who makes it. Mrs. FS used to get it a lot, but she doesn't actually drink tea anymore. But it was English breakfast, and that was quite nice. That was a good brew, but it wasn't Yorkshire tea. But I know that because I've seen the posts on your Discord. I've seen the jokes and the images and the buying in bulk, like the 9 million box of Yorkshire tea bags and all that. It's really funny that.
Yeah, for Christmas I always get just a year's supply. So everybody knows. It's like, what do you want? I want tea bags. Yeah,
Are you serious? That's what you get. You get tea bags. Yeah. Bloody hell, that's brilliant.
I'm happy though with that. That's because you always want something that you're going to use. So that's me sorted.
Yeah. See, Mr. Haythornthwaite here is showing his age. He says, put an Earl Grey tea bag and an English breakfast tea bag in the same teapot.
I can hear that.
Using the teapot. I haven't used a teapot.
People have a lemon.
I'm
making that up.
That's a bit too posh. It's a bit too posh for me. That lemon and all that.
That's not something I've had. It's just I don't.
Yeah, you'll have to go and tip that in the silo for you.
Twinings. Thank you, Forklift85. Twinings English breakfast. That was the one I was trying to think of. Appreciate that, mate.
Right, we can't tip into that shed. People...
Oh, can't you?
No.
Oh, right. Well, we'll have to go. You have to take it to the. I wonder why that is. It's literally called the grain shed. It's on land that we own. Oh well.
Never mind. He's gone to take it off to the silo anyway. You know where you're going for, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't know. Just follow Scroft.
Good plan.
Yeah, follow me, buddy.
Follow the man who looks lost.
Yeah, exactly.
Looks lost. Yeah,
I can't even. You might have to give me a nudge up this. I can't even.
Have you not got the? Have you got the power?
Just about. Just about.
It is. Sorry, it is a steep hill. I appreciate that. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Bunch of basic B's in this chat, says Kim. Yorkshire is bland, apparently, according to Kim.
She needs to try Yorkshire Gold. I don't know if she tried the Yorkshire Gold, but that's a nice tea.
Nothing wrong with a strong cup of Welsh tea. So I'll have to sort out for you, Scroft, some Welsh tea.
What's Welsh tea?
Just better than Yorkshire tea.
On a trip to Wales. Yeah.
There you go. That's good. So, trying my very best to refer back to a few of the questions that we've had from some of our wonderful Discord members. I've got a question from Eamon Gaming. Yeah, now that you have the real life experience working on a farm, is this giving you fresh, new, alternative ideas for your content creation? Has it helped you?
Before I answer that, sorry, just which silo are we going to? Are we going to the dairy one or the main grain one?
The main grain farm silo, the main one on the main road where you've got to reverse into.
Cool. To answer that, definitely. I mean, it's opened my eyes. It's also given me ideas of like some of the details that you don't see to farm, like using some of the websites and the companies. Stuff like DEFRA.
Yeah, I can hear you now, Phil.
Other things like that I don't really get a chance to see in Farm Sim because it's too detailed. So it's the hands-on approach to farming that's really given me some kind of substance behind the storytelling. So it's definitely helped a lot.
That's cool.
On its head as well, in a way, Farm Sim has helped you with sort of the mind approach of reversing tractors and trailers and that sort of thing, which I always thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, because I'd never driven a tractor before. I'd been, to this farm job, and Adam was quite surprised, the guy who worked with, that I could just jump in and straight away could reverse, and it's literally from Farm Sim and having a steering wheel and just practicing for hours, because technically you're giving yourself like true lessons, even if it's in the virtual world. So it's if the people out there that maybe want to do the same as I did, just remember I have no background except farming, is in having a passion for it and reading things like Farmers Weekly, things like that, and then going and trying it out. So if you want to do it, just knock on a farmer's door and ask. A lot of them will probably be offering minimum wage because they struggle, but they want people that are keen, and if you're keen, you can do it. So yeah, definitely recommend people trying it out.
Yeah, we've experienced that with some local farmers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
One down the road from us is absolutely fantastic with Freon when it comes to like, if he ever sees him and he'll ask him, and Freon's asking him questions about his machines and takes him down the field on the tractor kind of thing and that sort of stuff. Is fantastic. Like, you know, yeah, that's cool.
Wait, what's his name again? I can't remember.
It's just from the farm down the road. You got a question for Scroft, haven't you, Freon, about tractors?
Yeah, Scroft. What is your favourite tractor in real life?
In real life, that is a really good question. I'll be honest. What's my favourite tractor? I have to say, at the moment love a Massey Ferguson, and I'm kind of like a bit biased towards it. I drive the Massey at work more than anything, so I'd say like a little 5S Massey. I'm very happy with. Like if it was going to be my dream, even a 135, I'd take one of them, you know, and start my own little small organ, and you could have some horses being here, you know, we'd be living the dream. So I'd say a Massey Ferguson is the brand for me at the moment. But I do admire New Holland, JCB. I'm not a big John Deere fan just because of what we've done to farmers. Really, you know, things like that matter to farmers, being able to repair your own stuff. Fight farmers on that to me is just wrong. So things like I remember anyway. So I just think I've never been a big fan of John Deere's, but yeah, massive 5S. What about you? Because you must have some. You've been in a couple of tractors.
Yeah. I really like that little one that I drove with Venus.
Yeah, is it massive two? I can't remember now, but
I don't.
Because there's the 390T, which was a brilliant tractor.
Love a 390T, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a selection off, and Nina has as well. Like there's some special, Brian, some special tractors there.
You know what I also really like as well? That little. I'd like it more if it was clean inside, because the amount of cobwebs in there. Oh gosh, it goes through me. But the little case that's on the farm, I've driven that a couple of times and actually really enjoyed that. I don't think I could imagine myself driving one of the big ones like you and Adam do, because I feel like there would be a few walls missing by the time I was done.
Cher's pretty much just said the same. She said if she shouldn't be allowed in a big tractor, because if she did, she'd end up in the river, and she would have done an Argsy.
Done an Argsy,
What do you mean by done an Argsy? Is he crashed the
drove into the river. It was during a live stream, and he drove his tractor into the river, and it's just become a thing now. Done an Argsy. If anyone even dips the corner of a tyre in the river, you've done an Argsy.
Right. Well, I'll remember that. Put it into a video one day. I'll join in. Yeah.
It was brilliant. Over here, Rion.
You're back, Rion. Ever thought about Rion?
There we are.
I mean, isn't that the streamline of Joshua as well?
Yeah, just down there, yeah.
I don't think I've had
Hot man George, yeah.
It is a question that obviously I didn't have written down, because obviously it's just been a wonderful surprise that we do have your company as well, Beanie. But before you met Scroft, did you have anything to do with farming in that respect, or is everything that you now know and like experience with farming all come as a result of this community that you've become such a big part of?
I mean, I guess I had a little bit of knowledge about farming before I met Scroft. I've grown up in the countryside, so
excellent time in Scroft. I'm full.
Farmers.
I know, yeah.
Being around farmers quite a lot of my life, and my dad does have like a small holding license, and when I was like, we had like sheep and pigs and that sort of thing, but
oh wow, okay.
They've only got like an acre and a half, if that. It's not much, and it's mainly for the horses, I'll be honest, for my mum's horses. So I had a little, very brief bit of knowledge about farming, more about animal care than anything, I guess, not so much the details of farming. And then I didn't even know Farming Simulator was a thing before I met Scroft, so
there you go. Well, you've even though you consider what you've experienced in your life so far as to be small, it's still a lot more than what a lot of us others have experienced. I mean, see, but yeah, you're well into your horses, aren't you? If I'm right in saying.
Yes, I was very lucky that my mum, when she sort of got a little bit older, she got very into her horses, so that was sort of just passed down. But yeah, I was very grateful for my childhood being able to spend so much time outside, and you know, we went to the farm and saw the horses there, and I've been pasturing Scroft for a horse ever since, even though we've got no land, not even a blade of grass in the garden for it to live, so I don't quite know where we're going to put it.
Oh,
no,
you'll get there.
All a good time.
We're getting a horse.
Yeah, well,
there you go.
I don't know how we're getting a horse, but we're getting a horse.
I was going to say,
for the past 7 days, she's asked for a baby, a horse, what was it? A lamb, a cat, and 2 dogs and rabbits.
Really?
Because I was feeding a baby lamb, and she went, basically, I want a baby. And I was like, oh my god.
Oh, we were watching that episode where you were feeding that baby lamb as well, actually. Fiona was showing me.
Oh dear. There you go.
I don't know, and he's such a good dad to Scroft Junior as well, so, you know, it's hard not to, I guess. You know.
What other question did you have for Scott, Freon? I remember. Where is it? What did you have? You had another question for Scroft, if I remember rightly? I'm trying to multitask now and read a bit of paper at the same time.
Yeah, I got 2. What do you like the best, the farmhand or the real life farmhand?
That is very tough. I mean, again, these are some cracking questions, by the way. Like, these are the top-notch questions, I have to say. But I'd say, in real life, obviously, being hands-on with farming is a kid basically getting older and living his dream. What's happened there? So I'm looking for that. So I'd say both. I know I'm going to like cop out on this answer here, but it's basically both. The being creative and making content is always going to be the farmhand for me, because I love just telling stories. Always have since I was a child, reading books. So yeah, I get lost in that world, and doing farming in real life is the different side to it. And so both have they're like 180s for me, and it's nice to make vlogs at the same time. But that's a side bonus to it. It was never an idea to go on that farm and make videos. It was just something I asked, and they said yes. But I'd carry on tomorrow if they said you can't make any content on here, because I just want to do some farming really and learn it hands on, and
that's
so
cool.
Yeah.
I tell you what was a really interesting thing was one of the latest videos that you've just released. Was it yesterday or the day before? With the 360-degree video.
Yeah.
That's something special, isn't it?
That panoramic video, yeah.
Yeah, but the fact that we as viewers can just click on the screen and using the mouse just rotate what you're filming. That was mega, because you were sitting you were having a chat, you were in the truck with Adam, and you were having a good old rant, and I was ranting along with you. I was sitting there, I was literally talking to myself as I was rotating the camera on your video, and I was like, what the bloody hell am I doing here? But I was having a rant with you going, oh my god, yes, oh my god, yes. It was just, that was an experience.
No, it's a really clever piece of kit, really, because obviously for VR, it'll be really good because you can interact with it even better with VR, and it is recorded in 8K, but obviously YouTube scales that down, unfortunately. Right. It scales it down to about 4K because of the fact that it's got like this 360 aspect to it, but it is actually rendered originally like in 8K
How big are the video files on an 8K video that you're making? It's like
I just got back from the farm today, and I put it on the tractor as I'm out doing some muck spreading, and 45 minutes was 69 gigabytes.
You're going to need hard drives before you need baby goats, my friend.
I know. But the way I'm going to do it in the future is I'm going to edit it myself in the DJI Studio app. And then make it so I can choose where it looks, because obviously a lot of people want to watch the video and just relax, maybe sit back or do something else, maybe gaming or just whatever it is around the house. And I got that interaction from the video, so it's nice for me to just say, oh, look at this in front of me, and then I can spin the camera around in my editing and then go back to my normal, kind of standard video ratio and stuff. But it is a very cool thing. I'm going to be taking it to Lama as well, so we're going to get some more vlogs there, and we'll do a 360, because I think that'd be good for people to feel like they can walk around.
Yeah, but that'll also make your life easier, because if you just, and I can only speak from my own experience when I've made my first couple of vlogs at Lama, walking around with a normal GoPro, but it's like I want to catch that on video, so you have to turn and go over there and point it there. Whereas if you can just walk in a straight line, one end to the other, or down the different rows and through the different alleys throughout all the stuff that's been shown off, and film everything without having to turn your hand, because then it can just be down to the viewer to, oh, what's over there, and then they can just turn the camera and look without you having to go. Do you know what I mean? Am I making sense?
Yeah, definitely. Just made me laugh because Mark Thor in chat's just put Western Digital love Scroft.
yeah.
Western Digital are out there, you know, happy to get sponsored and stuff that stuff. So
yeah.
Western
the links.
It's like hard drives and stuff.
Nightbot's just put the link to Scroft's channel there, Western Digital, so give them a click there and you'll be able to get in contact with him.
Yeah, Sher's just said she's looking forward to seeing us all next week, and there's a few in my Discord server said they're going. So that'll be good.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. We're going up with you.
It is going to be different.
We're going up,
it's going to be different to previous years, though, isn't it? Because Giants aren't going to be there, so we're not going to have a. And this is me talking as if I am going to be able to make it, but there isn't going to be a place for us all to hang out, is there? We've got to find somewhere to voice
connection.
Oh, hello.
I'll jump back in now.
Oh, have you?
No.
You're still on the voice there, thankfully.
Yeah. I mean, I think it cut out on mine.
Stay at home. He goes, okay, phew.
Ah, okay.
Well, because
live stream issues. There we go.
Yeah.
Goodness me. So I'm just trying to go through my list of questions here.
Yeah, I've got one for you, Scroft. Sorry to interrupt.
No. Go for it, mate.
So, now you've got experience working on a farm, Scroft. I've got a few mates who live round up in North Wales here that are farmers. And what would you say the most difficult part of being a farmer is?
Honestly, it's the labour side of it. But I think, you'd expect farming work to be like really heavily labour, but it really is. You've got to be fit, you've got to be active, and if you're like me, a gamer that's been sitting down for way too long for a bit, put a bit of weight on, that first, it's a shock to your system. Because farmers are fit, they might not look it. Some of them might have a bit of a beer belly and cab, but they still can bomb around the place like anything.
Yeah.
That to me was the thing that was initially hard, but also the pressure that you've got life on your hands. Because part of farming is you have a lot of life, but also a lot of death on the farm, and you've got to take both sides of it and be strong, and also know that if you're lambing, you've got a little baby lamb's health in your hands at that moment, and even when you're doing like foot trim and stuff like that, it's you're looking after so many animals. I mean, there's like 600 lamb, the farm I work at, about 400 milking sheep I use, and when you count all them managed by a team of probably about 6 or 7 people, it's really important that you keep an eye on these sheep and put a passion into it, because they deserve it at the end of the day. So I think that's as well the pressure that comes from looking after animals and the responsibility that takes.
Yeah, totally. That's need a mod for that. Realistic livestock.
yeah, like an animal helper mod.
Yeah, that's it.
yeah. Goodness me.
Yeah, you mentioned on the real life farmhand actually the place Denby.
Yes.
Is that an area or a field or?
It's the third farm. They've got 3. Well, they've actually got 4 farms, but the 4th farm is just a farmhouse and then a couple of fields. But it is classed as a farm. It's just the farmer that I work for. His name's John. His wife's called Heather. They used to be vets and had a vet hospital and a couple of practices. They sold up, and from the money decided they wanted to build their own farm, which is the Wakebridge, which is where the creamery is and they make the cheese.
Yeah.
And then they've bought another farm, which is Valley Farm, which is where I made Beverton Farm from. It's pretty much the same kind of layout. And then Denby's just another small site farm where they've got a couple of horses, probably about 30-40 acres of grassland, and then a cow shed. And so it's just when I say Denby, it's just like the name that they call that farm. So yeah, it's in an area near Denby Potteries. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
No. Okay, so I was just wondering where the name Denby came from, because that is actually a town not far from us.
You were like, Wales? Is he in Wales? He's down the road from me.
Well,
No,
me
he's not.
and Phil were watching it, and Phil said to me, "I'm sure he's just said Denby."
Yeah, it is. It's basically a town. I think is it a town? Beanie? I think it is a town, or is it a village? I can't.
Village.
Yeah, it's a small area, but they've got a big potteries there, haven't they? And then, yeah, the farms they call just Denby from it.
Right, okay. It's interesting.
So,
Nice.
I mean, I'm still learning the area a lot, to be honest, because it's a little bit out. It's still like half an hour drive, but it's still places that I didn't grow up around, so I'm still learning quite a lot. Because they've got names for all the fields, and that's just taking me ages to learn. Because every probably every week they're moving the sheep into another field, and they keep saying these field names like White Farm. And like I'm thinking, what's that? And it's just because there's a farm up the road with a white farmhouse, and they call it the White Farm Field. So they've got so many random names.
Yeah.
You're like, can you not just call this Field 1 or Field 3?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You wonder why Farming Simulator number the fields.
Yeah. Although there is a.
I never knew that they give fields actual names. I just thought it'd be like that field over there sort of thing.
The one by the post box or the one, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thankfully, that's kind of come into the game now, because there has been a mod it's in the works, I think, now, called Field Renaming, that does give us PC players the opportunity to rename the fields from what we've been used to, Field 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, and we can rename them to whatever we want by the looks of things, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Martin did it in Rob Martin and Garth Barn, didn't he?
He did,
yes.
He did, and that was a very... getting some lag. Just as me. That was a really nice detail that Martin had put into those two maps of his. It's those little bits of detail that I've always spoke about, that I always appreciate in the game, that modders can bring to the game. Speaking of mods, actually. No, not at all, mate, not at all. So far in Farming Simulator 25, what's been the mod that has impressed you most, or not necessarily been your favourite mod, or you can tell us what your favourite mod is if you want, but what's been the mods that have impressed you the most and that you felt has had the most thought and ingenuity gone into them? There could be anything, whether it's a tractor or more than likely a script mod or a gameplay mod. What's hit you the most as being the most game changing that from your side of gameplay, if that makes any sense?
Yeah, I'd have to say the realistic livestock mod. That's the one that stood out to me the most. And the things that Arrow has been working on, you can just tell that the guy wants the game to be. Yeah, he is. He's very clever. He's crazy clever. He's almost robotic in what he's doing, because he works alone and he's just smashing out all these mods. And there are, there's a load of scripting that goes involved in it. But I think the thing that stands out for me most there is it seems to want the game to be where I would like it to be, which is heavily realistic and also a good focus on animals. But the one that I've enjoyed the most, and it's a shout out to Oz this is, but the red tape mod by Oz, to me, is a game changer. It's completely changed the way I play the game. I almost now feel more invested in the gameplay and looking after my farm. It's almost given me like more incentive to play the game and get a reward for it. So red tape mod is definitely one.
It is a very clever mod.
It is clever.
I haven't been able to give it the time that I wanted to, because I was invited over to Oz's Discord channel as a few of us were, and I know you've been heavily involved in the testing of that, haven't you?
I think I've been irritating him a lot, to be honest, with too many suggestions, but passionate about it, really.
Yeah, and that's the great thing, and I think that kind of passion and investment into the testing of the mod can only help it get better. And I think it is very, very clever that we have modders like this in our community making the game what it is. It's very special. Hey, up there he is. Farm Sim Oz in the chat. Go me. Yes, go you, mate. Absolutely.
Well done, Oz.
A big shout out to you, mate, because you are changing the game for the better. All of you are, you modders out there. You literally, the game wouldn't be what it is without modders.
No, we've said it before, haven't we?
Yeah, many, many times. Although we're actually playing right now, this is bare bones base game we're playing here. no mods, no extra machinery, no script mods, because we're running a console-friendly version, aren't we? So because Rion's on his Xbox, so there's no. We don't have any fancy pants mods going on here.
How are you getting on?
How are you guys
right?
doing anyway? Where are you up to?
I'm nearly full on this. I'm
No,
at
not far.
90%, so I'm about to drop off a second load.
Right, nice.
Yeah, where are you, Freon?
Yeah, I'm sorry that you've had to drive so far. I don't understand why we can't tip into the shed. So.
I'm not sure, it's a strange one. I don't know if...
Yeah.
You definitely own that land, and obviously it's a grain shed. Range.
Dear Mum.
So here we go. Sorry, I'm trying to read in my relatively messy list of questions. What has been some, or even just one, of the standout moments of your YouTube career so far? What has been one or some of the things that have made you step back and go, wow, this is an amazing thing?
There's been a few of them. I'll be honest, the first one, there's been so many I'll forget, but when I did the fundraiser for the British Art Foundation, the amount of support I got in that blew me away, because obviously my dad had just had a heart attack and he's got heart failure, so that meant a lot to me at the time, and getting that much support and well wishes to my dad just made me realise like how good people are. So that was probably like one of the first standout moments. I think going to Llama and meeting people for the first time as well was crazy. FarmCon as well, crazy. And when everyone was, it was quite awkward and almost embarrassing at times, but when people were talking about me, and I didn't want to, you were there, I think, and yeah, you definitely were there, and it was crazy how everyone was mentioning my name and stuff. So I think, because I look up to a lot of people like Mr. Sealy P, and I'm just a gamer at the end of the day, like everyone else. That's just a simple turn to it. I'm just a gamer who enjoys Farming Simulator. And it's like talking to myself.
But I can completely relate to you about the whole. I mean, I've not done FarmCon yet, but I've done Llama twice, and it is mega. It really is something special. I'm very much like you. I'm just a gamer, and I've started my YouTube career several years after you, and obviously I'm much smaller and all that, but still, the experience I think is still the same. I went to Llama just to go, and I wanted to meet you and FSG and other people. I didn't go with, I'm going to Llama because people want to meet me. I'm going because I want to meet you. And then I've got people coming up to me going, are you Farmer Sim? And I'm like, yes. Oh, I watch your videos, this, that and the other. And I'm like, what?
The look on your face when I came up to you last year.
Yeah, and you went, it's Welsh Sim Farming. I was like, holy shit, what? It's a whole experience that I hadn't prepared myself for, and I don't think anyone is properly prepared for it until you've done it 100 times.
It is mind blowing. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a good one, Beanie. Yeah, it is.
But
surreal.
you deserve it, by the way, Farm Sim. Like I've always said that if I put it this way, if I was on stage and someone said to me the same question that everyone got asked at that time, you would be my answer, because I actually think the content you're making means that you'll go far, and you've got a passion for the game. You enjoy what you're doing, and that shows in your video. And to me, that's always been the most important thing. You're not in it for views. You're not in it for all that stuff. Enjoy the game. And show the passion that you've got for it, and people will enjoy watching it because you're enjoying it. But you're also talented at what you do. You're talented in the way you speak, and
thank you, mate.
You articulate yourself really well, and then you've got your montages stand out. So I think you should give yourself a lot of credit for
I love making montages, mate. That's truly kind, mate. I do love making montages. If I could do one thing, I could just it's the music, because I've had a deep love for music. For so many years, I've been a musician, kind of, for years. But again, this is to the viewers watching. This is just going to be both of us blowing smoke up each other's bums, in it. But the point is, my inspiration for starting what I do now came from you and FSG, because my YouTube career started off years ago with me wanting to find the justification to spend a buttload of money on a computer, and I was like, I want to start a YouTube channel, and I had to justify spending several £1,000s on a whole new computer. It's an expensive hobby, isn't it, at the end of the day?
Very much so.
And I bought the computer and didn't do anything about YouTube for years, and I got an absolute roasting. So like, you spent all this money and you've not done anything. And I was like, yeah, okay, I need to do it. But it was the confidence thing. For me, it was a proper confidence thing. I needed to find the confidence to put myself out there and start making videos. And I was like, what? People aren't going to want to.
You go left, Frion, I'll go round him.
But I started it, and it was you and FSG, and it was showing the creativity that you can do with this game. And so yeah, I've got you to thank for that in a way. So thank you, mate.
No worries. I mean, we've all taken inspiration. I think everybody that started at some point is taking inspiration, and we all struggle at the start. There's no one that's just jumped in. No one, including Daggerwin. Like, you don't just jump in and get thousands of views. You're going to struggle for ages, and that's why enjoying it matters the most. Because if you're in it for the other reasons, you're going to quit soon enough. You're not going to have the determination to go far. And it's a long game, really, to play.
It is. It is. And it took me quite a few years to find this game, because I like a lot of us, maybe we've all started playing. We all started our gaming careers playing different games, and I was just getting tired because I'm a tender, ancient vintage of 44 years old.
I'm 44. Thank you.
Well, there you go. But yeah, I was getting sick of shooting things in the face and all that kind of stuff. I didn't have the patience or the want to play any fast-paced games. I wanted something that was just a chilled-out game. And then I found Farm Sim 19, and then it's like, oh, how do I do this? Google, YouTube, Daggerwin, Scroft, Farm Sim Guy. Oh, look at this! And then before you know it, it's like this is more than just a game. You become familiar with the names in the community, and it just kind of spiraled from there. It was like, and I stopped play. I do now and again play the odd other game, but now 99% of the time I play Farming Simulator. That's all I do, because my gaming time is content creating. I don't really have the spare time to sit there and do something else, because so it's constantly, the time I put to playing a video game is making content.
And I fell into the same kind of cycle, really. It's just trap you in, you play Farm Sim and you make content. And one thing about it is the benefit of content creation is it makes the game not get boring, because for people to constantly just play it, when you make a video, it slows you down, it makes you stop and then you go back to it and then back to it again, and it's just a really nice way to keep it fresh. But I'm like you, like I played nothing. I said to you, like I'm missing gaming on PlayStation or missing gaming on other things. So I now try and find time to play the games that I also am interested in. Like I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to things like Bloodborne, Dark Souls, and The Witcher, Skyrim, all them kind of role-playing games. So I do try my best to play what I call the console games as well as the PC games, but it's just so difficult working and gaming. It consumes it, doesn't it, the YouTube side.
It's just prioritising time, isn't it?
It really does, because you did when Starfield came out, you created your other channel, Scroftopia, and you had a bit of a dabble into Starfield, because that did look, because I do like a space exploration.
Frion, do you want to swap?
Anything sci-fi.
Yeah.
Let's pull this out of the way.
Starfield looked really cool. What did you think of it when it first came out?
When it first came out, I was impressed. I think it kind of got kind of tiresome after a bit. I mean, I feel like they could have done some of it different, and I think a lot of the fan base towards Bethesda thought the same. But it's still a really good game.
Frion's got his new sheep
I
game
never got
on.
a chance to fully complete it, because again, YouTube just takes so much time. So if I won the lottery and didn't have to work and just played in games and made my YouTube content still, because I'd still do that even if I did win the lottery, because I enjoy it that much. I'd use the other time when I'm normally working to go and probably play all these games that I've missed out on, because I'm a gamer since the guy, the kid who had the N64 and the PS2s. And
N64. What did you play on the N64?
Well, GoldenEye for starters was a classic.
Did you have Perfect Dark? Do you ever remember a game called Perfect Dark? That was like it was pretty much like GoldenEye. It was the first person thing.
I can't remember that one, I'll be honest.
It was a good one. Yeah, N64. Still got the N64 in the loft.
Yeah,
an antique,
the fact it had that little analog at the centre. Like it's,
yeah.
I was born in '88, so I'm not too far behind, and like gaming on the PS1 and everything was massive, and
Oh, you get that intro on the PS1. I've got that on. I've got that on a WAV file on my computer somewhere, so I can have it. I used to have it when my PC turned on. I had the Sony that intro jingle that you got from the PS1. Yeah. That was mega. Sorry, reminiscing here.
Fion's got another question for you, Scroft.
Go for it.
Fire away.
What is your favourite part of working on a real farm?
Favourite part, honestly, is just tractor driving. Let's be careful. It's the coolest part. It really is.
Tractors.
Yeah, exactly. Muck spreading is now my favourite job because you think it's stinking everything and it's got the negatives to it, but it really doesn't matter when you're out there and in a big 30-acre field and you're spreading muck and there's a bit of carting involved with the muck spreader and everything. It's a nice, relaxing, and unless you're Adam and you've got the radio on like max volume and you're listening to some cheesy Taylor Swift music or something like he does.
Does he listen to Taylor Swift?
He listens to everything that lad does, honestly.
Brilliant. I must admit, I am a bit of a closet fan of Taylor Swift. She does do some good tunes, I've got to say.
Oh dear.
Beanie does. You
I'm
like
a bit of a Swiftie.
Oh,
you're a Swiftie.
What are we doing?
Yeah. Watched
Brilliant.
the Aerotours documentary the other day, which was good.
Oh yeah.
And it just made me very jealous, and I thought I should have tried to get tickets and drag Scroft along with me.
Get a full 360 view camera video
His face said.
Yeah.
That's when you needed a camera, let's be honest. God.
Brilliant.
I mean,
Brilliant.
if I had to, I would. But I'd prefer, like, Arctic Monkeys were my music, like bands and stuff like that. That's what I've always enjoyed. And
Alex Turner's birthday today too.
is it?
Ooh.
Birthday of Alex Turner's an FS fan. Let's hope he is.
When two worlds collide, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a decent question in the comments from Greg Wilson 33. Other than Herefordshire, which you are very, very fortunate to have a copy of and to be running your farmhand on at the minute, because that is a beautiful map, isn't it? From Bullet
It's
Bill.
stunning, yeah. He's an artist, and unfortunately, I wish to God, I'll be honest, I do keep encouraging him to put it. He's got his valid reasons.
Yeah,
100%.
It's just unfortunate. Like it's a whole. It's the negative side to it.
That's a whole other conversation. That one.
Isn't it just?
The question is, what other Farm Sim 22 UK maps would you want to see come to Farm Sim 25? Because Farm Sim 22 did have some belters of UK maps, didn't it?
It did, yeah.
So yeah,
I mean, it's going to be obvious, but Court Farm was just an amazing map that I'd love to see that done in 25.
Yeah.
If I could go back further, I'm trying to think. Like Sandy Bay again, classic maps. I feel like it's just Oxy fanboying, but he did an amazing job. I'll give a shout out to Greenbale as well, who doesn't do modding anymore. He was an incredible modder as well. So like any of the Greenbale's maps and even his videos inspired some of the Farmhand, which is a modder, by the way. Some of his videos on his channel back in FS19, he used to do like these videos where he was driving around and he wanted it to be ultra realistic, so he'd have like the radio on in the background, and I've like done that in my Farmhand videos, and I took inspiration from Greenbale.
No, not at the minute. No, I'm not. It's blaming. Sorry, Scott. Don't mean to interrupt. I'm just talking to someone.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, go on, mate. Sorry, I was just trying to talk to someone in the chat. It sounds like I was interrupting. I wasn't, mate. Sorry.
No, don't worry, Dusty's in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Happy New Year, Mr. Farm Sim and Mr. Scroft and Miss Beanie. Happy New Year to you, Dust Bunny. How are you, mate? Good to see you.
Hey, Dust Bunny.
Hey, big up, Dust Bunny. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Thanks for joining, for calling by.
I hope you're well, Dust Bunny.
Yes, we all do, mate. How's Pepper, the dog? Is he all right? Yeah. We always ask how the doggies are. I always ask how Pepper is. She always asks how Max is. Give the critters a treat, she'll always say, which is lovely. He eats too much, does my dog, though. Good. He is. He's just north of 50 kilos. He's a gigantic dog, and he will eat all day long if he was given the opportunity. There she is.
Did you get him as a pup? Did you go
We did.
specifically for that breed?
We were looking for a dog, and we just came across, as you do when you're just a typical family searching for a dog. We came across an advert from a local dog seller, I suppose, breeder, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, we there was a litter of about 9 of them, and they were the most adorable little things you've ever seen. And you like you with the baby lambs. You know, you pick them up and you just go, I want that one, I want that one, I want that one. Because they were all, boys and girls, they were all equally as cute. And we came home, we picked Maximus is his name. Because we didn't have a name for him when we first got him, because we didn't know if we were going to come back with a boy or a girl. But we just watched Gladiator the day before, and I knew that Max was going to be a very, very big dog. And I was trying to think of a
name.
Maximus. Yeah.
Massive.
Even though he's the biggest, softest, most mollycoddle dog you've ever met in your life, he's the size of a small bloody hill, but he's the most wonderful. He's the most wonderful thing in the world. He's an amazing thing. But he's not in here with me at the minute.
I think it's a large dog thing. A lifetime ago, I used to deliver parcels, and I'd meet big, like Great Danes, Alsatians, Dobermans, Rottweilers, all the scary breeds, and they were big old softies. Never had a problem. The only dog I've ever been bitten by was a 6-month-old miniature dashhound.
Yeah,
wee man syndrome.
Small dog syndrome.
Real.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that one of the dogs you want us to have? Because That's very strange that that's one of the dogs we're supposed to be getting, because we're hopefully moving into our first home. Like, we're renting at the moment. So
cool.
Yeah.
And we're going to be moving this year. Buying for the first time, getting a mortgage and stuff.
Congratulations.
Adulting and all that good stuff.
Adulting,
Yeah. But we want a dog, obviously, when we move. Yeah, you want 2. She's saying we need 2. But one's going to be like a golden retriever, Labrador, something like that.
We've got a lab.
The other one was
a long-haired miniature dachshund.
Long-haired miniature dachshund.
Long-haired miniature dachshund. Right, okay. How miniature is miniature?
They are very cute, aren't they? So
it's like big little sausage dog. Like, I'm not told Scroft this, but I was thinking about, you can get like slings for babies, get them on the dog, on a longer dog walk, carry it round.
You're gonna be there's a neighbour
behind.
There's a neighbour who does that round here with me. He's got a tiny dog and he takes it for a walk, carrying the bloody thing, and I'm like, what are you doing? What's the point? You're walking, the dog's just being picked up, and he walks along cradling it, and I'm like, what? I mean, all you're doing is giving it fresh air. Just put it out in the garden.
Our dog will tow 3 on the long on his bike.
Yeah. My dog can tow me bloody car.
Yeah.
He's got as much torque as a diesel engine as my dog. He's got webbed feet like a Newfie has, massive feet like me. He's a big old bear.
We've got
nice things.
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody.
Got a half fox red half. Go on, mate, you're right.
But thank you so much.
Yeah, same here. I will obviously say apologies. It's obviously trying to conduct a relatively coherent conversation with people in the game as well as reading the chat.
Yeah, I've missed a few as well.
I've not had to worry about the quality of the stream or anything so far. That thing's just been able to do its own thing as we go, but that's all good.
No, you're right, mate. You go up the hill if you want. Unless you want to swap.
Dachshunds are the animal that causes the most injuries to humans in the UK, apparently, according to Long Hill.
Wow. There we go, then.
There you go.
Long Hill.
You're going to get a proper roasting. You're going to be a temporary ban on Discord now for the next few hours because of that.
Yes. I will boot you.
Yeah. The boss is in. Yeah, goodness me. So, just having a look at a couple more questions here. Where are we? There has been a couple that I've missed on here. Now, one of them is from again one of our mutual friends, Carmelo Pace, who I know you did give a big shout out to at the beginning of one of your latest farmhand videos, because he's just got married, hasn't he?
From Malta. Yeah.
Yes,
Malta.
that's right.
Yeah.
When I put that post out on the Discord, it's not really a question. It's just a wonderful thing for him to say. He just said, "Mate, just tell Scroft and all the FS content creators thank you for all your hard work." and that's awesome because I love getting comments like that.
Thank you.
It does make it all worthwhile, doesn't it?
Definitely. I mean, there's a lot, you know, a lot of hours goes into it, and we do
Swapping, mate.
like we want people to enjoy the videos just as much as we enjoy making. I am quite selfish in a way because I want to be creative, and that's where I get my fix from creating things, even if it's some people maybe fixing and being mechanical minded, but I like to be a bit more creative. So I think we both get an equal kind of measure from it, don't we? So
definitely.
If people enjoy it, then it's just a bonus because you're also getting what you want and other people are. So it's so many really nice folk as well, which is great.
The community as a whole is full of so many wonderful people, and it is for me. There's an element of fulfillment about getting comments and receiving wonderfully positive things and learning, and you get to know people in a way because you always get like a lot of regular viewers who watch your content, and I always get lots of comments from the same people, and it's great. It is a very fulfilling thing, and Carmelo's been along with me for quite a while now. I always get comments from him. It's great to hear from him. So appreciate that, Carmelo, mate.
Cheers, bud.
Congrats on the marriage as well.
Yeah, congrats, man. It's awesome. Malta's a fantastic place. Well, love it there.
Yeah.
If it's okay, can I ask a Rion question?
Go for it.
Yeah, of course you can. Rion, you ready?
Yeah.
I wanted to know what your favourite thing to do on the farm is, what your favourite job is.
I don't know, because I have multiple things what I like to do. Probably about like.
Enjoy grass work, don't you, mate?
But I have way more. Probably about like driving a tractor around with like picking up the waste with a harvester, probably.
Oh, nice. I like harvesting too, and mowing. I just think it's so satisfying.
No, Beanie's lying. I have to just call this out. She's lying. She loves dolly trailers.
Nobody likes a dolly trailer.
I thought you were going to say bales, to be fair.
But and I'm sorry to everyone who's watched a lot of my videos. I'm sorry to everyone who's heard me say this a million times, because did you know this, that you can do this, Scroft? Did you know that you can reduce the reversing speed in game with the cruise control controls?
I know you can control even reverse and forward, but I'll be honest, I've never done it whilst reversing. But
that's the key. Trust me. Yeah, when you start a save game and you get in any old vehicle, by default the reversing speed is set to something ludicrous like north of 10 mile an hour.
Yeah.
And what you wouldn't. I mean, you now work on a real life farm. When was the last time you reversed a tractor at 10 miles an hour?
Mate, I can't go forward more than about 10 kilometres. I'll be honest. No.
But if you dial down your reversing speed in all your vehicles before you get going, dial down all the reversing speeds to like 3 mile an hour tops. Yeah. Dolly trailers are a walk in the park.
A dolly.
Dolly. There you go. Hey, see what you did there?
I'm here all night. Thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, they're exponentially easier.
Cheers for that tip. I mean, I know the one in the Highlands DLC, you know, the New Holland, that one's got a standard low reversing speed. And I've noticed the difference with that one, but I just never thought, because I feel like that's just got a max reversing speed that's quite low. So,
but I mean, I don't have any experience on driving any kind of farm machinery in real life, but I like for watching. I've always been a fan of watching Millennial Farmer over in Minnesota. And like when you see someone like him, when he's reversing his big combine harvesters and stuff out of a shed, it's always snail's pace kind of thing.
Yeah.
Whereas if I get in this harvester now, where are we? I'll turn it all off and I get reversing. I'm reversing at. Let me just mic it up. It'll reverse at 9 miles an hour. There you go. And that's. I mean, yeah, it's fine in game. I get that. There's no real reason for me not to. But you wouldn't reverse a combine harvester at 9 miles an hour, would you?
No. I mean, today when I was muck spreading out in a big 30-acre field, so it's got loads of space. Yeah. I'm only doing about, because it's in kilometres on the Massey, I'm only doing about probably about 8 kilometres as I'm running.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the PTO's doing a lot of work. If you go too fast, the PTO's going to struggle. It's also got to run PTO, the engine has, as well as trying to get maybe a little bit uphill with a heavy load of muck coming back. So yeah, it's more realistic to go slower, unless you're Adam, because I talk about it like he is a madman. Like, I've seen him just drive across fields like he's trying to race me. Remember that where there's like the farmer and it's his dad, he's overtaking his dad on the road. Do you remember that old school video? I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, I remember
vaguely.
That. Yeah.
It's like, I'm doing it, and his dad looks really angry because he's on like a dual carriageway in a tractor.
yeah.
Overtaking it. That's Adam every time we're in a field. It just goes past me.
Well, he's also, didn't you say he's 23?
Yeah, he's just.
So he's not developed a fear of consequence yet, then, has he? Or maybe. I don't know. That's brilliant. It really is. So, just going and looking at the questions, we seem to. There was one from Michelle. Actually, this is one of the. We're both friends with Michelle over in Discord. Can you? Now, I didn't know about this. Can you ask him about the Farmhand movie, which has been mentioned on his Discord, and get some details about it, please? And that's from Michelle. Are you planning on making a Farmhand movie?
Yes, I didn't do the Christmas special this year, and I didn't do the Halloween special because I needed a bit more time with the family around that point. Yeah. But I decided to make up for it by doing a movie. Now, I'm not going to give too much away because... Yeah,
of course.
Spoilers. And I'm planning, it is in the works. It's definitely going to happen. I can't really say when because it's going to...
No. There's no... Not tying you into saying anything if you don't have to. But.
All I'll say is it's going to tie in with a big event in the series. So, like, it's a big storyline. You know, like... You never know. But it's going to tie in with a big storyline and then some major part of the maybe transition. Let's just say that. So it's definitely going to happen. I've got like a mad notebook with just loads of ideas. So there's still a lot of writing to do for the storyline. But I've got the essence of what I want to do and where I'm going to do it. It's going to be. I'm hoping to make something like maybe a 2.5-hour episode according to Farmhand movie, basically. So
I was just going to ask about the length that you were thinking of doing the episode for. So you're thinking of going for like 2.5 hours?
Yeah, probably about 2.5 hours, and I'll record it in segments. So like you can see in a movie, it's just like different scenes, but it's one major story maybe playing within a bigger story.
Okay.
Because that's how I normally break up my Farmhands. I've got like long storylines or story arcs, and then small story arcs that are happening in between. So there's always a smaller one, and then like a longer one, and then in the background you've probably got one massive one that you might not even know until near the end that it's been playing.
Yeah.
And there's a few twists and turns and all that good stuff, because I feel like that's the best storyline where people are always second guessing and don't know where it's going to go next. Because if it's too predictable, you see it in the comments, people thinking, I think this is going to happen. And I like to catch people out the best I can.
Well, that's going back to a little bit of what I said at the very beginning, that there's a real skill to that, and I'm starting to fully appreciate that. Even though I've always appreciated that the creation of the Farmhand is something very special in of itself. Thinking about how it's actually made, regardless of thinking about that was a really good video, I really enjoyed that because X, Y, and Z. Seeing it from the actual side of a creator now, it's like, oh wow, there's a lot more that goes into this than that you, as a viewer, you don't necessarily think about. And I'm starting to fully appreciate now, because I'm now trying to have a go at a roleplay series that's got more to it than, because the first series I ever did on my channel was, in inverted commas, a roleplay series, but it was very weak, it was very shallow. There was other characters in it, but you didn't hear them talk. They were just people that I referred to. It did okay, but you know, that was my first ever thing. It was on the Edgewater. Remember that map Edgewater that came out?
Yeah.
That was the map that gave me the motivation to go, I'm going to do this now. I really want to play this map, and I think I can try and create something even remotely half decent. And that's the series that I used to kick off my channel. It kind of worked. kind of. But yeah, now I'm appreciating what goes into the creation of a properly deep roleplay series. It's like I've got
take a long time, don't they? Each episode.
They do.
And
Yes.
then, like the specials, like the Halloween specials, they take me a while to plan out, and the Christmas specials as well, and everything. So, like you know, being like, if I'm doing just one episode of the farm, I'm usually disappeared onto for a long time.
For about like over the course of 4 days, the average 2 farmhands a week.
Yeah, it does take a long time. It's a commitment, but I enjoy it, and there's worse hobbies in life. So
I can relate to that, because that's half the thing, isn't it? It's like you say, it is a big commitment, but if you enjoy it, that's more than 50% of the battle done. If you're sitting there enjoying what you're doing, the time will fly, and before you know it, it's kind of half done, isn't it?
Sat upstairs and not out and about somewhere.
At least he's not in the pub.
Yeah. At least I know where he is. He's not going to come back stinking drunk at 3 in the morning.
No, but he won't come back stinking of the monks all day.
That's true.
That's a different level of stinking, I suppose, isn't it? But
Right.
I don't want to know what that smells like. Actually, that's got to be.
I've just realised what time it is. We are past our curfew.
What time is it?
Just gone 8:30. I know. Yeah.
There we are. Well, we've got a postage stamp left on this.
Yeah.
Feed, so I think it would be.
We may as well finish it.
Might as well.
Let's. There we go. Mark Thor says Scroft reappears with a beard. So Beanie told me.
Is there any comments in there that we can?
I'm just having a look now.
Monica says Scroft makes cliffhangers because he is out of the history and not used
I don't. I'm
Farmer
not sure.
Will you be given a movie budget to go with this?
I hope so. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Just send anyone wants to send an email to Netflix and say the Farmhand would be great. You never know. There's worse things on Netflix.
That's true.
Yeah.
This time next year.
You're not wrong there. Hello, Farmer Sim. Is there going to be a series with Scroft and Beanie? More than likely not, mate, because I know that they're very busy people. I'm just overly grateful that we've been able to come together and create this, and for you guys to, because I know initially we were only going to have you for about an hour because you've been up since 5:45 this morning, because it's Tuesday. This is the one of your 2 days that you do work on the farm. So we are exceptionally grateful that you've
thank you for having me, mate, honestly.
joined us tonight.
I will sleep really well. Trust me.
Yes,
So,
I'll sleep
no
tonight.
complaint.
Yeah. Well, like I said to you before the live episode started, I was doing my research in the last couple of days, and I had already watched one of the latest of your real life farmhand videos. Let's get out a cab here. We can kind of just
Rion, don't drive off.
Come back here, Rion. Good lad. But yeah, I was watching one of the latest videos, and one of the first things you said was, when you get home after a day's work on the farm, the one thing you want to do is just go to sleep. And I was like, oh bugger, here's us asking him to go and do a day's work and then come and it's like the digital equivalent of me and Welsh knocking on your door after a day's work and go, are you coming out to play?
Yeah.
And
I mean, like I said, it was a pleasure, and I'm glad Kim suggested it, because
yes,
if there was anybody I was going to do a live stream with, because I just don't do them, it's just not my cup of tea. It was always going to be you, and if there's anything I can do to help support you in the channel, then I'm happy and I'll sign up to that. So
fair play.
That's very kind, mate. I'm hugely appreciative, and I must admit, again, this kind of knocks into the thing about being more than a game. That yes, we've been able to meet each other a couple of times in real life, but because we have a lot more, because of Discord, we now have the opportunity to just communicate with each other a lot more. And I think I'm eternally grateful that I can now call you a friend. I think now, because we've known each other and spoke to each other a lot more than we ordinarily would have done if it hadn't have been for this wonderful game and the community that it's brought together. So there we are, ladies and gentlemen.
Should we have an ending screenshot?
An ending screenshot, yes. Where you guys are over there, we're kind of. Oh, should we go? All right, should we go over here then and stand? Oh, you've lined up the stuff. Look at that. There you go. Nice work. Right, I'll try and
go jump onto the fast track.
Yeah.
I'll stand on the floor because I'm tall enough. There we are.
And if I move
Screenshot there.
back, hang on. So get myself so I can get all the machinery in. Hang on. There we go.
I can't zoom out enough because we're in console mode. Don't have easy dev.
Oh, well. And screenshot.
There we go.
Excellent. So, yeah, we're going to have to shoot because it's Creon's bedtime. So, yeah, thank you very much, Scroft and Beanie. And thanks again, Farmer Sim. Yeah, massively appreciate you joining us for this.
Thank you.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
No, Scroft, Beanie, Welsh, Rion, thank you all so much. Yeah. Scroft and Beanie, I know you probably haven't even had your tea yet, have you?
No, we're gonna have we'll have tea and then I'll
pass out.
Yeah, I'll nap, like I said, and just.
It's our bedtime too.
I'll be doing the same. I haven't had my tea yet either. I've got a chicken balti pie in the fridge with
very nice
seasoned curly fries.
Nice.
Mate, they're really good. Mark Haythornthwaite suggested them to me a long time ago, and I only found one the other day in Asda. So, Mark, if you are still in the chat, I've actually finally got a chicken balti pie that I'm going to eat for my tea. So. Legend.
Yeah. And Scroft and Beanie, we'll see you next week anyway in Lama.
Yeah,
I'll give you a shout and find out what with, like we were saying earlier about Giants not being there, not having a base to sort of hang around in. It'd be worth trying to maybe get a few of us together and concentrate somewhere maybe.
I think that's a good idea. Yeah, we can all meet up somewhere, maybe at like one of the big booths, JCB, something like that around. Or even like close to where all the food is.
Yeah, well, I did. I said to Farmer Sim.
The food is.
Yeah, I said to Farmer Sim, if we got there and took over the corner of one of the big food halls, then it might be all right.
Yeah.
I know FSG's contacted a couple of. I think he was going to contact. He contacted JCB, and they didn't seem too fussed about us having a big group of us around.
Would you like a bunch of gamers loitering around your 250-gram tractor?
You kind of understand it, I suppose, but we all can work that out. But I'll give you a shout anyway. Maybe you can sort of work out putting a post out to everybody and giving them a vague idea what some sort of plan is.
I'm happy to do that. Definitely.
Cool.
Well, I do hope that I can make it. I'm still trying. We shall see.
Fingers crossed, mate.
So if I can, I will look forward to seeing you there. But if not, I'll just look forward to the videos and the photos.
But
either way,
I hope to see you there, mate. Definitely. Yeah, I know FSG. I don't think FSG is going now as well. So
is he not?
Oh, is he not?
No.
Oh
no. The most recent message I had off him was he's got to work. So.
It's quite a draw for him as well.
So it's unfortunate, but I'm hoping to see you there anyway, Farmer Sums, because
likewise, mate.
I think it's last few times it's been class. So I hope to share a beer with you in the evening as well.
Absolutely. Right. Well, you guys, everyone, go and have your tea. Go and chill out. You guys go. You're going to be asleep in about an hour, aren't you, Scroft?
Pretty much, mate.
Yeah. But again, thank you. Seriously, from the bottom of our hearts, from me and Welsh and Rion, thank you for joining us on our little show that we do here. We really do appreciate the time that you've given us tonight, and I know all the viewers will as well, because catching you live is a rare thing. So we're very grateful to be able to provide that to the viewers. So thank you, really.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Thank you, mate.
It's been really.
And thanks to everyone in the comments as well for all the kind messages and stuff. It meant a lot. And apologies if I've missed any.
No, likewise. I know there's Yes. No, that's right, Mark. Yeah, please do. If any of you are still, there's 69 people still in the viewing here. So if you can, remember to leave a like on both mine and Welsh's videos if you can, because it does do wonders for the channel. Helps the YouTube algorithm do its thing. But yeah, so guys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, and we'll see you on the other side. Thanks for joining us.
Say bye-bye, Phil.
See you, everybody.
Take it easy.
Cheers.
Bye-bye. See you at the next one.
Cheers, guys. See you later.
See ya.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.